Hi, so Sridhar this side. So today I'm gonna talk about the project which the Myland has given to me. So already I completed this program and let me start with the project explanation. So the first one is our card section. This is a card component. When you go inside this card component, so we get this like this. So this is our div section. So this is a div section. What I did, I just mapped over an object array of object which I have created in data. So this is the item. So this is the array of objects. So I just iterated my array over each and every element. So after iterating, I get ID of that particular card and the image URL and its status, like its stat. So this stat is basically to add, I have used to add the classes, the particular class. So again we go when you go inside the card. So I have iterated over like it's a map function I used. This is the array function which basically used to map over the array. So now what I have done, inside a card we went one function I have passed as a props as a prop inside the card. So here what I have done, uh, this is the on click uh, event I have. This is the on click event, so each and every card will have this on click event. When I click on this, it will return me a ID. uh, this function is inside the cards. So whatever ID we get upon that ID, each and every, like, this function will run. I'll come to this function later. So first we're gonna understand this class, how we are adding the class to the each and every card. So item class, I have made one variable. If item dot stat, the item stat, if it is true, like if item dot stat is there, then I'll add active class to that particular item. Otherwise I will add item dot stat is equal to null. So then we'll go here on the function side. When you go inside the function, so this is string and this one is that. So what I initially have done, we have total 4 cards, so I just looped over those cards. If this is simply if we are both are like card ID and our current element, like current card, both are equal, then I just click continue, and nothing much. If both are equal, then go to the next card. That's it. If we go next card, we'll encounter this line number 14, where I simply keeping those card uh, like empty, like backside, like what we can say that before flipping the initial position of that card. So empty card I have kept initially. Okay. Here a condition applied. So if our card is active, like if it's showing, if you clicked on that particular card and it is showing a data to us, like it is showing data, then it should be second time if we click on that, it should not flip, like it should be open only. So this is the condition that item dot id dot stat should be active all the time. And if else if it is else we will keep item is equal to active. So other element, if it is not equal to that particular active, so we'll assign here. Initially it is this line number 16 and line number 16, what is telling, if your card is active it will show the data. If it is not, we are assigning the active class to that particular components stats, like status. So whatever status I have made, so it will make class of active to that particular item, that particular card. So here the set item items, this is the use state I used, initial state information whatever there, and this is our state previous. So whatever state we have, that previous state we are keeping. Okay, this is this is what I explained about the card section. This is the card section. So now we can go to the next, that is rating. So when I go inside the rating, so I will explain you about the card and how it is working on the after running. So I'll refresh this first. So initial state is it is not flipped right now. When you click on any particular card, it will show you the data of that particular card. If you again click, so it is already open and we cannot click multiple times. So when you click on the other card, the first one card, the previous card will be flipped down. So same thing with other, previous card is flipped down, and whatever new click here you have applied on card, that will showing you the results. So here, so this is our rating, and I'll just first I'll tell you how it's working. Like when you click on this particular button, it will show the multiple stars. I kept 5 stars. So if you hover on particular one star, when you go second star, this will change the color of that particular star. When you click on particular star, like I have selected these 4 stars now, and if I click, it will show the post. If I click on that post, it will show you the total rating what you have given. So let me start here. So this use state I have used to save the ratings records. So set rating given whatever you have given the ratings. Initially it will be false because the initial state will be false. After we click on that particular button, it will show the total number of ratings. So you state hidden. This is particularly I kept to hide the stars, and rating value of our rating value will be stored inside this. So this rating value takes the values like 1 2 3, how many rating you give, upon that it will give. So after when you hover, the hover rating will be stored inside the hover rating. So using this variable we can modify the hover rating. So hidden button is there, that is I said post. If you select all the, if you select desired rating, it will show you the that particular button, post button. Okay, this is our code. Should it get it particular? So how here, so initially hidden element is hidden. Okay, now as we saw in our project, we have 5 elements, so I kept array of 5. So on this array of 5 we are mapping, so we are particularly mapping on 5 elements with a star, and the we have given index for that particular star. I have used type is a radio because we have to select multiples like a radio button and just changed uh, the radio buttons, like I converted to the star. So initial value will be our index plus 1. So our rating should start with the 1. So I applied a on click event here, and whatever rating you have taken, this will store in the rating value using this variable, that is state starting value. So this one function, after taking rating, it will get true. So this is the star function. This basically targets the hovering effect of our, when you hover, it will show you the rating. So here I have used multiple colors. So size will be 45. This is the size, that is a CSS styling. Okay, and this is ternary operator I used to change the color when I hover on that particular element. Okay, when hover rating is, like hover rating is greater than index plus 1, then yellow will be applied, otherwise black will be there. So I kept two things here. When you go and click, when you click, the rating value invoked, and will get the black, like black side. Like if you click on particular, like you can say here on this side. Okay, when you give your rating, so this thing. So if I click, the total number of these stars will be taken, and the yellow color will be applied on that particular element. So in a both the scenario I have taken this ternary operator, logical conditional statement. Hovering part is different and rating part is different. Okay, this is the event listener I have applied on enter. If you go on that particular element, according to the star will set our set hover rating. So it takes the particular values. When you leave, when you leave, it will set the R state to the null. Okay, so this is the hidden button. We initially spoke about this post thing. So initially hidden button have kept it to the false because it should not show at the beginning. So these things I have applied here on on click, the it should post. So here you have used your rating, the rating value. So this is basically I am showing the data. So whatever rating value I get, I will directly I will directly render this particular data. So if I selected 4 stars, then the value of rating value will be 4. Here are some logical things I have applied. So this much was about our rating thing. So here the CSS I have applied is rating.modulo.css. So it is not normal CSS, it is a different CSS I have used. So basically, in order to prevent the duplication, so now we go to next part, that is our comment section. This is our comment section. So when I control plus right left click, so it will enter this particular component. So you can see um, use states, multiple use states. It's not good to use the use state because every time this method will re-render our page. It's not good thing, but I did not had that much time to apply other methods, so I used a use state. So this is our comment section. So initially I use a text area. So according to the text area we can make it bigger or smaller. So here you can see this thing is our text area. Input, this is the input value, and this is the button, this is a post button. Here what I have done, so basically I have kept one on click event listener. So inside I kept the max length of the values. It should go only till 30. So on change event I have applied, and I extracted whatever data we are typing to the this use state, like set comment. It will basically set our state to the whatever we are typing. So input are stored inside the comment section. So this is a comment use state. Where it is? Okay, here on line number 8. So whatever data you are typing, it will store inside this comment section. So same thing with the other input. So here also I have applied on change event. So every time when you type, the everything will be stored inside this state via state user. Here you can see state user. So this is, so basically store some data, and I have taken some demo like array of objects. These are the objects. Initially I am rendering this. So Ankit, what's going on, Ankush, and all these things are initially rendering. So it's not big deal to render a input value. Uh, so this is what I have done. This is a logical part. So if it is true, then button gets activated. This add command will be activated via this state. So here also same thing. So it should be false in order to activate this form. In order to activate this form. So this is a return. So what this is our like when you type and when you submit the all like I will show you all the comments will shown like this. Here when you click on all comments, this list will be rendered via this section. Like here we are rendering these things. So you can see, as you can see here, where it is in comment section. So here, as you can see, property p dot comment, and this p dot user is coming from this side, like this user I am targeting, and this comment will shown. Yeah, we are rendering that particular things. So this is what I've done. If user is empty, comment section is empty, then set post this table. And table I should not, it should be disabled. So that's okay. So both are not empty, then this state will be set to the false. If it is set to the false, so this button gets activated. So this button gets activated and button will be shown. Otherwise we'll keeping this button to true in order to hide this button. So how it will hide if it is true? So already we used the disabled button. So because of this property it will get disabled. So this is what the project I have made, and this director is our user. Here is our main parent. Actually, this one is a parent index.js, but all the components are here, so we are assuming this as a parent. So that's it. Thank you so much, Mylan, for the assessment, and it took me some time. Like I have made uh, submission, I have made it very late. Sorry for this. Thank you so much.